Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading, and I hope you're very well. It's been a bit of a busy week this week, so we've not been around too much. Kim and I are away much of the week. And anyway, it's just after 8 o'clock, and I'm sitting here with the guys in the trading room and just looking around. Can't really see anything of that much interest at the moment, where everything's clean and setting up for something. So, watching this euro dollar here, but nothing too much just yet. So, I'll press pause for the time being, and we'll come back to this. Okay, just back, and we've been chatting away in our trading room here this morning. I'm still not taking a trade yet, and it's now 10 to 10, so it's quite not normal for us, as you know. Normally we've taken our trades quite early, and the euro, it was coming down earlier, and I didn't want to trade that on the short side because we've got reasons that we why I didn't want to be in on the long side. But likewise, I couldn't justify getting on the long side, not down here anyway. It started to come up, so we looking like, providing the euro can hold up here this morning, there will be a long side play at some point. We're still having to play a bit of a waiting game at the moment because we're waiting for everything to turn on the hourly on the hourly charts. So at some point we'll get a trade off, but yeah, this is just a 5 minute chart I'm showing here. But it was the right decision not to be in on the short side this morning, and we are sitting here and we're having our chats in the trading room here. Oh look, and there's the pound, the euro's still going. So let's go to an hourly chart. This is exactly what we were sort of just discussing. That if the euro can punch higher on this hourly chart, we've got 9 minutes to go to the close. Then we can then start looking into the next hour for long trades. So you never know, might be back sooner than I thought. Okay, right. So the euro dollar has had this bounce up. It's closed up quite strongly. So we in the room here are putting an order in. I say we in the room. I'm putting it in, and some of the guys, they don't all just blindly follow along. They all plenty of competent people in there who do their own thing anyway. So we're going to put a buy limit order in about where my 20 period moving average is, which is at 117.18. So I'm going to put that in at 117.18. Then I need to put my stop loss against that. I'm going to have to put my stop down here at the lows for now. So at 116.84. As far as targets are concerned, so that's going in now, that order. So that's an order to buy at 117.18, if it can pull back to there. Now, as far as targets are concerned, we've already discussed this. If the euro was to fly up today, up to my yellow line up here, my hourly 200, then I'd probably take some partial profits up there. So just put the 1 unit in at the moment, guys, not 4 units, just 1 unit. We will reserve the right to add more positions in at some point, but at the moment I just want to test the water and just make sure this isn't just a one bar wonder, so to speak. So I will look to put at least a second unit in, that's for sure. But ultimately, actually, the reality is though, this is actually going to become more of a swing trade today, guys. And not so much a day trade, because I just see that potential, and why bother just day trading this when I can see the potential to hold on for maybe a couple of days. So I'll probably hold that most likely. So anyway, that's where we're up to at the moment on today's stuff. Why am I doing all this? Oh yeah, of course. The weekly chart, we still have the weekly 50 still facing up, still suggests to me that price could still go higher yet and come back up towards that. Daily charts, we had an inverted, no we didn't, we had an inside bar yesterday, which was also a bull harami, but we've also been diverging on some of our other time frames as well. So there's plenty of reasons to bottom pick down here. So and then we're just using this intraday stuff that's going on to then pick some levels with an appropriate stop. So using sort of an intraday levels, but to ultimately look to probably hold on a little bit further for a bit more of a semi-swing, really. Anyway, I shall leave that with you, and we'll come back to this later. Right, just back, and we've just added a second unit. Actually, we got that first fill in. I've been off and I've been back chatting with the guys, and we were talking about putting a second unit in on a what I call a band play here down to let's pull back to my lower band here on the 30-minute chart. So I've literally just done it and realised that obviously I didn't have the video recording play on, but where's the entry? There you go, 117.06, and you can see we're at 117.05 right now. See the red ticker move in. If I bring up deal ticket, there you go, you can see we're at 05. So I've just bought it at 06, and then remember to press play. So let's put the stop in at 116.80. What was the stop at? 84. There we go, 116.84. There we go. So I've now got the 2 units in. It's unfortunately it's getting a bit messy. So it's had that break up, it's pulled back down, but we'll see how it goes now. It's only 2 units in again. Just seems to be the way it is at the moment. But we'll see if it can hold. We'll come back to it later. Okay, just back, and I have been stopped. It's just rolled over from that lovely move up we had earlier on. It was sitting well with, I still like the bigger picture for a bounce, but it just isn't doing it, is it? So I thought that the bigger picture all in the background, right, we had the signs, but nope, just not happening for me. So let's take a screenshot of those 2 positions. I can't show you the whole accounts at the moment because I'm still in swing positions, which I'm not going to show. So £488 down today. So another Friday losing. Sorry, let's just cancel that. So here's the 2 entries, 18 and at 06, and I got slipped on the stops as well. It did move fast then at that point. I actually took some slippage as it came flying down through at that point through my stops, because my stops were at 80, I think they were at 84. So yeah, so I have taken a bit of slippage there of 3 pips or so. I don't think there's anything more to say than that. Sometimes when you do have a few losers, it's funny actually, I've been talking to some traders this week about this very subject, that don't allow yourself to get too dejected about it. If you need to pick up your confidence, then go back and maybe do some back testing again to help get your confidence up in the strategies and the styles that you trade in. So for me, I just carry on trading because I've been around, and I'm big enough and ugly enough to have been around for long enough to know that in any one year I'm always going to have losing trades and strategies which all of a sudden seem like they're underperforming. Well, yeah, they're going to underperform at times. So I have to put up with it and stick with it, and they usually tend to come back. So for today's Friday trading, it's a loser. I shall leave that with you, and I shall be back in touch next Friday.